nigga, shit, nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the Dreadnoughts leader at quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this San Antonio team as they enter play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from San Antonio.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 2nd and 1.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Patton, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
On 3rd down, it's Patton, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Patton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Patton. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Dreadnoughts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stock to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. James has got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Second and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton, and he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second and 4. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
back to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll set up a throw. Escaping. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We begin up in Nashville, an interconference battle between the New York Giants and Tennessee. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Dolphins looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail the visiting Eagles at halftime. The Eagles locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He finds his man, complete. That's Patton. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Patton. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down now, it's Patton.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Patton, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Patton. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's got it. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Dreadnoughts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
A nice little juke.
He did it again. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton, and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Patton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Patton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
They were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, it's let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2nd down and inches. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
The 2nd down pass, complete to number 18. A gain of 5. First down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if
That-
I'm not
that
mistaken,
does.
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right now. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Houston set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 1st down, it's Patton. And a solid run down inside the 30.
82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. James has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back to throw. And now here's another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patton. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down to the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Patton. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Patton, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Foul. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Up the middle they go. It's Patton, and he stopped immediately there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a give right side. It's Patton. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side?
Yeah.
They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Antonio,
They improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.